Good morning. Morning. This one, I think we'll do it in English. Reason being that I had a lot of complaints yesterday about the PE transmissions we did and the fact that a lot of people felt excluded. So, good morning. Assalamu alaikum. What other languages do we know? Yemamu achi. Which other languages do we know?
Hola.
Hola. We are saying good morning, not hello.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias is in Spanish. Buongiorno, buongiorno, buongiorno. Could you call a good morning? Good morning. I hope some of you. Wait, this one will be a very quick one. This will be a short one. This one will be in English, so that you can share with a variety of people who might not necessarily be Ghanaian. I am going to spend just, 1 minute or two to share the video to 2 or 3 platforms, and then we kickstart it. It's not going to be long. Title is very simple, Dear Parents. It is Dear Parents because I wanted to talk to the kids about specific things, about aspirations for the day. We are still doing the half-term series, so we will talk about what the kids want to do, what you would like me to do with you today. Good morning, Emma. Good morning, good morning. If you are here, let's say hello so I know you are here and I can acknowledge you. I can only see 3 names. Good morning. Uncle David says good morning. And Emma also says good morning. Say hi, hi, hi. Anyway, we should have done introductions. My name is Amma. What's your name?
My name is Nana Yao.
His name is Nana Yao. And what's your name? Can you just speak?
Abana.
Your name is Abana. I don't want to speak on your behalf, dear. Okay, guys. So, it's half term. I think I was complaining about it last night. We have been robbed. We only got 2 days of half term. We spent an amazing one yesterday doing random things under the duvet. And I wanted to give the kids. Yesterday was my veto power. I chose what we did yesterday. We did not discuss it. It was a surprise. I hope it was a pleasant surprise.
Yes.
But today I want to do a little bit of democracy. So this is my attempt at democracy. As you can see, we're already dressed, ready to go. I have my ideas of what I'd like to do, but I think the kids are getting to this age where it is only right and it's only fair that I get you involved, right? So Nana, do you want to go first? The question, so you start with Dear Mommy.
Dear Mom.
And you have 2 minutes on the clock. Actually, I'll make it 3 because I want to be nice. I'm spending a day with you today, Dear Mommy, and you can tell me everything you would like Mommy to do. Remember, like we had yesterday, I have 100 dirhams budget again today. Max, your 3 minutes, boy, starts now.
I'd like to do...
Can you speak up so people can hear you?
I'd like to do anything which involves the family and would have plenty of fun opportunities.
Boy, that is generic. Can you...
Like maybe paintballing.
Paintballing?
That's 100 each.
No,
That's 100 each.
Listen.
but there's less on weekends. So
There is less on
Saturday.
weekends, but listen,
Oh,
it is
Thursday.
Thursday. But remember, you have to bear the budget in mind. 1, you also bear in mind the time involved. Hello, Auntie Pat, hi. There's somebody whose name is Nanayao, so he says his name is Nanayao. It's really nice to see you guys.
There's also
Nana,
Abana.
there's an Abna as well. Okay, remember that I'm listening. I am considering. You have 3 minutes on the clock. You have to bear the budget in mind, and you have to bear the timings in mind as well. It has to be realistic. I would like to go to the moon and back. It is definitely not happening this morning.
Yeah, right.
You know? So think about it carefully. You have 3 minutes on the clock. Make it count. 3 minutes, boy, starts now. Remove your hand. Come closer to me. So you are in shot and people can see you. Go on.
I'm thinking. I have no idea. Like anything specific.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. Madam, you usually have ideas on how to spend money. So there you go. Your 3 minutes on the clock starts now.
Dear Mommy.
Close it. Right, yes, Dear Mommy.
Dear Mommy, I would love to go to a free a park, like as in like a you know, like those fairs where you have rides.
Right, so you'd like to do some fair rides. Okay.
Which are free.
Which are free. Well, I've told you there's a budget. It doesn't necessarily have to be free. But go on. So you would like to go on some fair rides?
Yeah, because I think I saw one near the LA Convention Center. I would also like to go to...
The original Black Panthers. These are pantalettes. Right, yes, baby panther. What would you like to do? So you'd like to go to a fairground, yes, and
the zoo.
You would like to go to the zoo. I think that's an amazing one.
I would also love to go.
I like it when I throw things at you like that and you have absolutely nothing to say.
That's cruel.
No, it's fun. I think you have nothing to say because you've experienced quite a variety of things and you're looking for novelty things to do. And there aren't that many novelties left, really.
Yeah, because we've already done most of them.
We've already done most of them. So when you run out of ideas and you can't tell me what it is you actually want to do, it makes me very happy. Yes. We can't hear from the volume a little bit. Oh, sorry. Right. Speak up.
Okay.
Because we needed to pan out in order to fit in the frame. So obviously, wait, let me see. Maybe the volume has been reduced on the side. Maybe, just maybe. Guys, bear with me. Let me have a look. It was not even necessary. Sarah, Eso, hello, good morning. Right, guys, can you hear us better? I hope you can. So as you can see, usually I don't dress up, but today I am going out on a date with two very lovely people. So I made a bit of an effort. I'm actually dressed up, ready to go. The problem we have right now is my two dates have absolutely no idea what they would like us to do. And it comes from... She has an idea. She has an idea of a fairground. But even that is not, it's not exhaustive, is it? The reason why the kids... And it's funny. The reason why the kids usually have nothing to say when I throw it at them like this is because we've actually been out. We've done a lot of things. So the volume is better, thank God. Good morning, King Lalas. How are you, my brother? I hope you are well. We are okay. Some of us have absolutely no idea how to plan for a date. We need to work on it. You can be sending. Yes, you can. Oh, no. Let me send because it's not everybody I want to send it to. There are people in the list that I don't want to send it to, and you wouldn't know that. Okay. So, oh, you can't hear the children, right? Children, it's your speech then.
Okay, fine.
Yes,
can you hear us now?
Can you hear this man? Say hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Right.
Mom, I'm not that deep.
Young lady, can you remove your hand from around your lip and can you say hi and see if people can hear you?
Hi!
Oh, Lord, have mercy. Saeed Adams, good morning, good morning, good morning. This morning, we are actually not going to stay here for too long. Long time. It's good to see you here. So we are getting ready for a date. Yesterday, we talked about a few things. One of the things I think parents should also try and do is involve the kids in the decision making. Sometimes it's a surprise, and I think when you do a pleasant surprise, that was nice. Mm-hmm. But it's also nice sometimes to find out what the kids want to do. So, Missy Moore wants to go to a fair of a kind. We will find one. I'm not sure about the convention center. She would like to go to a zoo, which I like. Mm-hmm. What would you like, Nana, out of the two? Or do you have other things to add to the list so we vote?
I've got nothing.
You have got nothing. The poor boy has no idea how to spend his mama's money. Adiapena, good morning, my brother. How are you? I hope you are well. Right, so we are getting ready for a date. The reason why I wanted to have this discussion, to be fair, before I asked the kids, I knew that they would actually have very little to suggest. Normally, when you ask kids where to go, they always suggest places they've not been to, places they would like to go to. Forget that one. We're not going to stay that long, so it doesn't matter. Places they would like to go to, things they would like to do, novelty acts they've not done before. So if you are on the go with the kids all the time, and you've done most of the things that the kids want to do, they usually have no suggestions, and then mom gets to have the veto power, and I decide where I want to take them in the end.
What's veto power?
The veto power is the final decision. It overrides all other options, all other choices. It's a democracy because I want to get your views. But in the end, it is me who decides as the bigger mama in this group.
This is bigger.
I didn't say the fatter mama.
You just did.
Komispai, good morning. Emmanuel Edu, good morning. Said, we are all well. So, when we go, I don't think we would be able to broadcast today a lot because networks were poor, even with a home Wi-Fi. So I know the mobile will be even worse. I will do a bit of filming, location filming, and when we come, we will post it. We will share what we have done. If you have something to say, come out and say it to everybody. What are you trying to say behind my back?
I think I know where we're going.
You think you know where we're going? Right, remove your hand from your mouth and tell me what you think. No, the farm will not work because we need to be back here for 2 o'clock, remember? So maybe sometime tomorrow afternoon. I don't know.
You
We will
said
have to look.
network was
The network will be poor on the road, yeah. Look, it's 1 or 2 bars. Can you see? It's only 2 bars. So it's not going to be able to sustain. Ralph Bismarck, good morning. You love the mood of your boy, just like me. Yes. Edge Alex, hello. Adelaide, good morning, dear. We look sweet and awesome. We are getting ready for a date.
Thanks.
So even mom made an effort today. Going on a romantic date with 2 pantalettes. Anyway. So for parents, this is just an intro. For those of you who are planning with your kids for half term, I have a few things to suggest. In fact, one of my favorite things to do with the kids, I don't know if you guys remember it, was the diaries that we kept in the half term and in the holidays.
Oh yeah.
You remember the
would go
diaries?
there and you'd, like, take pictures.
Explain it properly because people don't know.
So it's like
Speak up, remember?
It's like a journal of our holidays. So we would write. So we'd take pictures, print them off at Tesco, and then stick them in, and then write like at least a small paragraph of what we did.
Tesco?
Yeah.
Well, at the time, the easiest place to print was Tesco's, print the pictures. But the thing is, for me, it was a very clever way to get you to do literacy work. I wanted you to write, yes.
You tricked us.
Of course I tricked you.
I didn't need tricking. I already write too much.
I know.
Mom.
But it made it fun, you know.
No idea. In English essays, they give us one question. Somehow I end up writing a page.
Exactly.
Oh, I do have an idea because you're my son.
Mommy, I always do that because they like write 1 or 2 sentences.
And you have a lot to say.
Or 5.
And usually you have crazy imaginations. I loved English. And I loved writing in English because it allowed me to go to places I have never been to. I could take on characters that I have never been, you know.
Can't you do that in tree literacy?
You could do it in tree literacy. I think that's one of the things to look at. No, so we want to develop tree literacy, so maybe we should start going back to the journals, but do the journals in tree. You look up the grammar. You write what you would have written in English, but we write it in tree this time. My name is Abena, Medindi Abena, and it will help you research new words, I think. Romantic date with your niece and nephew. Oh, yes, Adia. These are my dates.
Niece and nephew?
You are the nephew, she's the niece.
No,
Children.
I'm the
Children.
daughter, he's the son.
He's talking from his point of view as my brother.
Oh.
Oh. Remember, he's the author, he's writing, you know. Like, he's my brother and you are the nephew and that's his niece. I didn't think that was going to be that difficult to understand, but there you go. Anyway, so the journals are something I would recommend. If your kids are coming on half term, Friday will be the last school day. You should start talking to them about planning. You should start organizing with them. What would they like to do? You remember at some point, I used to make you write what you would like to do.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a proposal. Yeah. It was a full proposal for the holiday, whatever holiday it happened to be. And each kid, like we're trying to do on camera right now, will write the things they would like to do. I will read what it is they would like to do. And then my husband and I will select from what they would like to do, whatever fits with our budget and fits with our circumstances at the time.
I've got an idea.
Come on.
So, you know when there's this boat and you're attached to it with a parachute?
Yes.
Then you go really high, and then the boat drives along. Did you go
Oh
with
yeah,
it?
parasailing.
Yes, parasailing.
That's parasailing?
Yes.
I forgot the name.
Okay. You would like to go parasailing right now?
Yes.
Really? Do you understand making realistic suggestions?
Isn't that real?
Van Rich, good morning. It's in Fujairah. I think the closest we will get to is Abu Dhabi, which is an hour and a half drive to Abu Dhabi,
Don't have
minimum.
much time.
Exactly. The time available just doesn't make it feasible. But we could look at it for a weekend trip or something.
Yeah.
Okay? It will be one to look at a weekend trip. No, we're not going on a weekend trip tomorrow, love. I'm teaching.
Saturday.
I'm teaching. Sunday, I'm teaching.
We're going to
Monday,
school.
I'm teaching. Tuesday, I'm teaching. For the next 2 weeks, whilst it's peak exam season, I am teaching. But we will have a look at it maybe in a couple of weekends from now. Yeah?
Okay.
Parasailing, okay. Good morning, Van. Parasailing is definitely on the list. But yeah, it's a nice thing to ask the kids. Don't let them just tell you. If you really want to maximize that planning opportunity, get the kids to write holiday proposals to you. Dear parents or dear mom, in this holiday, I would like to go here, and get them to work with the English strategy. I don't know if a lot of you are familiar with it, but in England, there is a writing strategy called PEEL. P-E-E-L.
Point, evidence, explanation, link.
Okay.
That took you a
But
while.
we
Points.
do Peter.
No, I know some people P.
No, we do Peter.
Peter. Which one is Peter?
Point, evidence, technical use, explain, and then reconnect.
Reconnect. Okay. But see, whatever they call it, whatever acronym they choose to use, it actually goes down the same strategy. A kid wants to go to, dear mom, I want to go to Dubai. Point. Evidence. Dubai is one of the most amazing places to go to. It has the Burj Khalifa. It has the this. It will be very good. Rah, rah, rah. Okay. They've just given you a piece of evidence. Or 2,000 Britons go to Dubai every year.
Britons?
Well, I'm just using an example. Explanation. Dubai would be a wonderful place to go to because I'll see the dancing fountains. When I see new things, I am able to write better. I am able to become blah. I can do this. I am more confident in class. Ba 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 ba. And then they link it all together.
Ba, 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 ba.
Ba ba ba. And yeah, practice that strategy with your kids, especially this half term for those of you who've never done it. If you need guidance on how to go about it, you want to clarify something with me, you know where to find me, you know how to reach me. It's not news. So point, evidence, explanation, link. Tell your kids about it because they probably will know it from English. PEEL. So tell them you want them to write holiday proposals. Everything they want to do, they write it. Those of you who want to be stingy like I am, you give them a budget because it allows you to teach financial literacy alongside.
Wait, what's financial literacy?
Financial literacy is knowing and understanding money, knowing how to manage money,
I can do
knowing
that.
how to stay within budget. I've done an awful
No,
lot
you
of work
don't
with that
really.
with you.
I'm still my budget. Still.
I've done so much work with you on that. You better know how to manage. Even Madame, who is a spendthrift, is learning to manage it because she's working within budgets. Yes.
Mommy, can you please give me 100
100 dirhams for what? Yeah, I've told you. 100 dirhams is the cheapest way to spend your birthday if you want. But if I give you 100 dirhams, that's it. And you go and do your math and see if asking for 100 dirhams is the wisest thing to do. Because all the other things I do are usually more expensive than 100 dirhams anyway. But if 100 dirhams is all you want, I will happily give you. Should we shake on this deal?
I'm not falling for this one.
Because yes, I work for you. Good morning, dear. Mary, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you are well, Mary.
When you're offered something, there's always going to be strings attached.
There's always
I am your
Especially
mama.
with mum.
There's always going to be a catch.
There's always catch 22 attached to it. Of course there's a catch, right? I want you to sit down with your kids. I want you to talk to the kids. But besides the talking, if after talking you can get them to write, you are developing literacy skills. You can teach them the curriculum alongside some of the things we do. So sometimes people would ask, why are you always out and about? We are out and about because I want those opportunities to teach the kids. Good morning, dear. I hope you are well. I'm not going to spend too long on this one because I wanted you to see the negotiation which happens sometimes before we go out. So it wasn't much of a negotiation because there's a young man who can't think of anything to do.
I thought of some things.
Parasailing, which is also not within reason.
Paintballing.
Paintballing, which is not within the time constraint.
Wait. No, Mum, it can be.
Okay, go on. Convince me.
So, Ali's sportsplex isn't that far away.
Mm-hmm.
And two,
At the time of
have you looked up the paintballing? A session is at least 2 hours.
No.
No.
I had the flyer, I showed you.
The session itself is an hour. There is 30 minutes of briefing and dress up, and there's debriefing and dress up. That's another hour, 2 hours. That's what I want you to learn. The fact that the activity is just an hour doesn't mean
Wait,
you
how do you
only
know
need
about the
an hour.
debriefing?
Because I have looked.
Have you ever paintballed?
I didn't go, but I looked. The fact that I haven't said, don't do that to your lips.
She's not even in front of the camera.
The fact that I haven't said anything to you doesn't mean I've not checked it out, you know. I have a lot up my sleeve that you don't
want
know.
to do it, don't you?
I'm not confessing to anything. I don't make confessions of that nature.
She wants to.
I would not confess to this one, regardless of what you do. Anyway, good morning, Daniel. Good morning, dear. So the idea of what we're doing this week with the kids is to draw parents' attention to some of the things you do with kids. I know there's a lot of Ghanaians who get you have problems with the kids in front of camera. I think that's a very Ghanaian thing, but this is what I want to do. It will not be authentic if I sit here and talk to you about what I said to the kids. It's a lot easier if you see the kids on camera and if you see the interactions on camera. I apologize to those of you who have those concerns, but I think for social good and what I want to do, this works much better. So I haven't disregarded your comments. I haven't disregarded your contacts. I have taken what you have said to me in good faith. I have considered it very seriously. But I think we have a social service to deliver. And for the greater good, it's a sacrifice I think I am comfortable with making. What do you guys think? You like being on the camera? It's a bit daunting. Yeah. I am allowing my kids to learn public speaking from these things. I know sometimes we actually don't sit down to consider the general, but I'm teaching them public speaking. I'm teaching them how to engage with live audiences. I am actually developing a very critical skill in the kids.
I have too much experience with public speaking. And
good stuff, but you haven't done public speaking on camera, not on recordings much.
Or have I?
Or have you? Tell me. Have you, my son? Have you?
Whenever we had to do
Madam,
plays,
untuck your lips, please.
I got the most embarrassing parts, which were usually the biggest. And then everybody was recording it.
Hi, Theodora.
And then, because...
But no, there's a difference between somebody passively recording from a distance and you staring down a camera. It's not the same.
Well, I am staring down the camera.
Yeah, and this is the practice I wanted to give you. I want you to learn how to stare down a camera, not to be embarrassed by the camera. Some people find the camera very intimidating, and it's not. I'm trying to teach my kids. I'm trying to model it for them. They are seeing me do it. I remember the first few times I brought you on camera, you were quite shy. Having done 2 or 3 of them, you are not half as shy as you used to be. Yeah? And I watched you yesterday under the duvet, and it made me smile because you were so natural. You were so comfortable in front of the camera. And yesterday was actually the first time you were that relaxed and that comfortable.
The duvet was comfortable.
So the trick was the duvet. Under the duvet. Anyway, guys, iPad is on 3%, I'm sure by now. It's about to die. It's okay, Nana. Sure. We need to go anyway. We can't stay much longer because of time constraints. So this morning, we had a very simple message for you. Talk to the children. Navigate your decisions with the children. Negotiate with the children. Obviously, within the negotiation, you need to give kids your budget. You have to be honest about it. The fact that you are doing stuff and going out doesn't mean it breaks the bank. You have to do it responsibly. And when you do it responsibly, you are actually teaching your kids financial literacy alongside.
So we don't go bankrupt?
Of course, we don't want you to go bankrupt.
Well, I can't really much.
Well, you are bankrupt because you don't even have a bank.
Can I have a debit card, please?
Yes, that's something we need to do when your Emirates IDs are done. That's the only delay. I promised you we would do it, but when the Emirates IDs are done, you can't do any of those things without the Emirates ID. And that's why I have stalled on it. When the IDs are done, of course, We will go out and we will go sort out all those things. I want them to learn how to manage money. So we are going to get bank accounts. They are going to have their pocket money put in bank accounts. They will learn how to keep the card, and if they lose the card, tough.
Oh, she'll
Exactly.
lose it. She'll lose it.
If you lose the card, tough.
Best for her to keep the money.
Because
there.
no, she is going to have to learn, because at some point she'll have a bank card and it's something she needs to learn.
Then it's going to get lost.
When it's lost, she will have to pay to replace it. That's the reality of life. That is how life works, and I need you to learn the reality of life. Ohima is so cute. Thank you, Ohima. Thank you.
Wait, who you calling cute? Her or mom? Please comment.
Why does she need to distinguish? Yay. Right, so guys, we are off. When we come back, we will update you on what we decided to do. I have a couple of things up my sleeve that I have not
We
shared.
don't have any long sleeves. So.
There's not much to hide in these.
Well, I'm... Guys, have a good morning. I hope we've inspired you somehow. I hope we've given you ideas on what to do with the kids. I hope when we come back, we will report and they will tell you whether they liked my choice or not. We shall update you soon. Masalama.
Bye.
Bye.
Wait, can
You don't remember how to say bye?
Bye, enjoy your days until we show up again. Just going to finish dramatically. Ta-da!